I was going through the regular casting thing of looking through a lot of actors on tape, good actors too, and they would have done a good job. But I kept looking at the guys, and I kept looking at their faces, and going over this. And finally, one day, I just said, "Do you guys think you could play yourselves?" And they kind of went, "Oh, I don't know about that." And then finally, the more they thought about it, the more they got with it. And it turned out that they had a lot of natural gift. And it also was a bit of a catharsis for them to go back and sort of relive the moment, and what it could have been and what it turned out to be. Taking this chance was fun. I love to shoot on the run. We're long going 160, 180 miles an hour while we're filming this thing. Now, it's not an old-fashioned train where it's going, rattling all over the place, but it's very, very fast. But it's also, because of that, it's very, very narrow. So it's very tight to be shooting. The seats and everything are comfortable. They're wonderful trains to ride on. But to film with cameramen and assistants and sound people and all the various personnel that you have on a movie, it's tight work. You got 6 minutes. So we got 6 minutes to do a scene. Okay, can we do that? All right, let's go. So let's try it anyway. We didn't know if we could do it, so everything was experimental in that. So we knew what the scene was. We got there. People are getting on and getting off, and we're just shooting it. Nobody even knew we were making a film. It just all came together, 1, 2, 3. And so it came together like they had planned on it, and like they had studied it, but they hadn't. They're regular people doing exceptional things at a certain time in life. And they have to take charge of their own fate. It hasn't been a conscious choice to make heroic movies or movies about heroes, though it is fun to do because there's so many movies made about comic book heroes and stuff, but people who have actually done some feats that are beneficial to society. That's always nice when you can do it. But it's just been, to me, nothing is planned. I just do the stories as they come along, and I like them. They went to school in a medium-sized city in California, Sacramento. They were pals playing shoot 'em up and paintball guns and all kinds of things. And then, ironically, they're just on a trip where they're doing nothing but playing around and having a good time. And they're put in a position to have to act quickly. And all the things fell in the right position for them. Guns didn't go off at the right time, so they enabled them to handle the situation, which could have been a major disaster, because there was 400 or 500 people on that train that day, and these guys, the terrorists who got on, had about 300 rounds of ammo for 2 different guns, and one an AK-47 and the other a 9mm Luger-style gun, and any one of those could have been bad. Only one guy was shot, and he recovered, fortunately, thanks to the quick work of our boys. There's an interesting story about the common man who hadn't excelled in anything. They'd done good. They were intelligent, very intelligent, but one was going to college, the other was in the Air Force. Had missed out on several of the departments he wanted to be in, and he finally ended up as an aide man, which wasn't the romantic thing that he was looking for. But anyway, it turned out to be very handy. And it's just something about regular people doing irregular things, I mean, in a positive way. My vision was nothing. It was their experience. I mean, I knew what I wanted to shoot. I thought I knew how to enhance or get the best out of the adventure, but the adventure was for real.